Hello there my fellow Race Room racers, and welcome to today's video. And we are in the cockpit of the awesome Alfa Romeo 155. And we're away, making the most of the four-wheel drive. So, as I said at the beginning, we are in Race Room, let's call it 2.0, shall we? Because we've got a massive, great big new build, plenty of updates, a ton of new content. But today we're going to be concentrating on the 1995 DTM cars. There's three cars available. We've got the original Mercedes C-Class, we've got the Opel Calibra, and of course this Alfa 1... Brake! Sorry. I might have four-wheel drive to get me off the line, but it doesn't really help you when it comes to braking. There's three new circuits. There's Diepholz, Avis, and this. This is the one that's got me most excited. The classic version of the Hockenheim Ring, with these massive, great big, long straights as we dive through the forest. It's such a wonderful circuit to race. So, a quick overview of the cars. The Mercedes, rear-wheel drive, two-wheel drive. The Opel and the Alfa, they are both four-wheel drive. Never driven a four-wheel drive touring car in all my years of sim racing. And I tell you, there are too many years that I'd like to count. And, did it take a while to adjust? You have to drive these cars differently. If you drive them like a rear or front wheel drive car, you just end up with massive amounts of apex understeer. You've got to almost enter the corner a little bit slower, just hold off and then mash that throttle. Use the four-wheel drive, all the grip, combined with the traction control and the ABS. You've got to be prepared to drive these cars right at their limit and your limit, lap after lap. People say, four-wheel drive, ABS, traction control, anybody could drive them. Yes, they can, but not when you want to push to the absolute limit. Take full advantage of everything that these mechanical and electrical platforms allow. And it really is a real effort to hustle these things around anywhere near the limit, and that makes them such a brilliant driving experience. It takes nothing away from the racing. You just smash that throttle, use the four-wheel drive, make your way through a field of 35 cars. So we haven't got long, it's only a quick race, so let's talk about this Race Room. Break way too early there. 2.0. Look at the graphics now. Look at these cars. Just look. No jagged edges, no pixelation, no nothing. They are so clean, so sharp. There's not a pixel out of place. And just take a look at the reflections. How smooth they are, how detailed they are, especially on the glass. For a 10-year-old sim racing title with a DirectX 9 engine, the level of detail on the glass, it looks like a real pane of glass. And they've done all this graphics improvements whilst whilst improving the performance, the frame rate, the smoothness. Now, I know a lot of people wanted a new game engine. I don't think we need a new game engine. I've always liked the look of Race Room, the colour palette. But now it really just pops. Those shadows, the depth of field effects, the new Lightbox and Skybox. We're in the afternoon here with scattered cloud. And just look at the way the cars have a lot of depth to that 3D effect. The way that there's light and dark areas where the light bounces off the different parts of the wheel arches, the trim, you know, where parts of the car would naturally be darker than others because of the way that the shapes are. And that all comes through with this new graphical update. Now, oh, is it perfect? No, I'm not too sure about all this dirt build-up. I think the dirt build-up on the windscreen happens too quickly and there's too much of it. Now, it could be because I've only ever done quick races. I don't know. But I also couldn't find an option to turn it off, which is a shame because I'd rather go without a dirty windscreen. But it does show that, you know, it's a level of immersion. It's showing that there is a relation between the car and the track, because this is what happens. They do pick up dirt. Now, we've got this graphical nicety, we've got the engine running smoothly, but I can hear a lot of you already in the comments, there's no day-night, there's no rain. Yes, I know. But to be honest with you, when I jump into a sim racing title and I just want to take out some classic car out on a classic circuit, I want to do it on a wonderfully sunny Sunday afternoon where I can just enjoy the car. I'm not trying to peer through two headlights to see where the car goes in the middle of the night, or desperately trying to find out where the limit is, the track edges in the rain. Sometimes it's just nice to take a car out on a beautiful day and just explore the limits of both it and the track. Oh, and there we are, look, we've took first place. And that's all to do with my skill and ability, nothing to do with the fact that I tweaked the AI down so that I could pass through the field of 35 cars while I retained enough mental capacity to be able to talk about it. Now, I will leave a link in the description to the store so you can pick up this car pack. It is DLC. You will need to offer up a few pennies for it. It's worth it. It's worth it. The car pack and the track pack are separate, but it was literally a few quid. You know, you've got all the cars, all the liveries, and now with the extra 3 circuits, Avis, Diepholz, and this classic Hockenheim, it gives you the complete 1995 DTM season that you can race. And of course, in Race Room, you can create custom championships. So you can set your cars, set your circuits, and create your own DTM, classic DTM season. But I love it. I love the way these 4-wheel drive cars behave. I love the fact that I had to think, relearn, and access different skills and abilities compared with driving other tin tops, be they front or rear wheel drive. I think the graphics update has taken this title to the next level, and it can stand toe to toe with any title out there in 2024. But as always, I want to know what you think. I want to hear your thoughts, your impressions. What do you think of this new graphics update? What do you think about these classic cars? Should we see more classic car content, more car packs like this? Or do you want to see more modern day machinery come to Race Room? I want to know what you think and why you think that way. Oh, but in the meantime, thank you very much for watching. I've really enjoyed myself. I hope you have too. If you found this video informative, useful, entertaining, give us a like, give us a subscribe. In the meantime, happy sim racing, and I'll see you out on track. Bye bye. Yeah.